One. Hello everyone and welcome to Happy Hour Website Depot. Today is a Friday, May 15th. I'm your host, Dennis Starr, with significant talent today, with a little bit bigger shape and form. We have our Chief Operational Officer, Alejandra Villar, with us. We've been waiting for her many, many weeks. So finally he's with us today. Ali, how are you? Nice having you today here.
I'm great. Thank you for, having me. Yeah.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. We missed you. We wanted you here. We have our, seniors here, our host itself for their own podcast. We have two, seniors here. We have digital PR strategist Ezekiel Hernandez. He's director of Content Website Depot, also a host of many podcasts and YouTube channels. Zeke, how are you doing today?
Hey, what's up? How's it going?
Doing good, doing good.
So I'm a senior. I know I'm getting gray hair, but
Officially.
I mean, you're veteran. If you think about it, you're here. You've been in a PR more than a decade. And then it's Greg, our comedian.
Yeah.
Well, hello. Dining right now. He's multitasking.
Yes, my food literally came. This
Absolutely.
Is, Website Depot working through dinner for you.
It's a happy hour. It's an unofficial happy hour. Official happy hour has to be unofficial. Has to be something. Okay, that's all good. Ethan is here, our chief marketing officer that oversees or is a C-level. He's been putting an enormous amount of hours in sweat equity in the company lately. And we also have our digital paid marketing director, Melanie Villar, with us, right? Very talented team member, one of the freshmen here at Website Depot. Melanie, how are you doing today?
I'm great. How's everybody?
Doing good, doing good. Happy to the happy hour. I know you're going to be short on time.
Yeah,
Dr. Mobasser is calling right now. 1 second. Dr. Mobasser, I'll call you right back. He's going to watch the video. Hi, Dr. Mobasser. If you need any cosmetic dentistry, please check out our doctor, number one cosmetic dentist in the nation and the world, Dr. Anthony Mobasser, www.celebritydennis.com. Yeah, that's Dr. Anthony Mobasser. Okay, so a quick overview. We shooted out some newsletters this week from our digital team. I think Melanie and Ali are assigned for that with Zeke's proofreading, digital marketing, supervision. We see blog tutorials, right? A lot of know-how we're helping right now. People getting educated. We have been nominated for the top digital marketing agency. We have client of the week, Hillcrest Security. If you feel you need to secure yourself in this COVID-19 pandemics, please call Hillcrest Security and Petrol. That's hillcrest.com. We have Scope. If you're going to be reopening your business, we know California is reopening its beaches tomorrow. Big news, right? Parks, right? Parks. Besides that, that famous canyon. Zig, what is the famous canyon by your house? That famous canyon.
You're on mute.
Runyon? Is it Runyon Canyon?
Yeah. Thank you, Melanie. Yeah,
Running. Sorry. I was finding the button.
There's gonna be very limited on that Running Canyon because
Runyon Canyon, and there's Griffith Park, which I went to earlier this morning. It's very nice up there.
I personally don't like Runyon Canyon. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't like it. I think it's too busy. I think it's like kind of like if you want to like just walk, walk and watch people,
Griffith is good.
It's more of like a scenery.
Yeah.
Kind of hike.
I expected it to be an intense hike and was like, wait, is this it?
Yeah.
Well, even these past weeks, I can tell you, it's been crazy.
It's a watch people and
it's a nature walk.
Yeah.
I've been walking up there these past few weeks, and then the park on the inside is closed, the trail, but there's all these like girls in bikinis out there sunbathing. I'm talking by the dozens. A lot of people like without clothes on in Griffith
By
Park.
the dozens.
Yeah, I swear they're just like laying and sunbathing on the hill right there.
I know.
On Franklin. I'm sorry, on Los Feliz. On Los Feliz.
Yeah, I used to live on Harvard Boulevard, right
Ferndale.
there.
Right there, right up north.
Yeah. I used to run there. Yeah, I know.
It sounds accurate.
No, but I think there's more people now than there was before. I'm like, they're all just laying out there as if it were the beach.
Yeah. So since we talk about this working out in nature, Ellie is working out every day. She's been losing a lot of weight. She's looking fantastic. She's ready to be in a reality show. Look at her pretty face.
Nice.
Ellie, so what would you say about jogging and running and exercising in public? Do you have to have a mask when you go running? I mean, when you go swimming, I know you don't need a mask, but you know, you don't like swim with like five people, or hey, how are you
Yeah.
doing today when you're swimming, you know? But
I
jogging,
think,
do you
yeah.
jog with the mask? Are you able to jog in mask?
Yeah.
I tried, it's very hard.
I mean, you have to. I think you really do, because you have to take into consideration all the other people that are walking around you or jogging around you. But personally, thankfully, I have a treadmill and I'm just running on the treadmill. But when I've gone outside, I mean, it is a little scary. And yeah, you have to run with the mask. They also sell these masks for runners. I don't know if you've guys seen them. I'm sure you guys have seen some people look like weirdos out when they're hiking, and it looks like a Darth, like, what's his name? Darth Vader. And it sounds like, you know, kind of thing. You guys haven't seen that? There you go.
Yeah.
Those
It
things.
has like a plastic piece, right?
Yeah. Those are
It
masks.
like
Those are
opens when you
alternatives.
breathe out, so you breathe out easier.
Yeah,
Since
I
we
don't
talk
know if
about
they're
masks,
safe
Stuff like
though.
that.
Okay, since talking about masks, I saw
for-
masks for straws. I know you guys saw. I know we have customers, straws for heroes, but I saw there are masks for straws.
Oh my god.
That you can just move your straw in between. It opens up your mask. So people are getting very innovative, right? So let's go back to digital.
That is innovative.
I might get that ironically.
I seen a TikTok of like Wipey's bag, and they used it on their face, and they just opened it every time they were eating, and I
That
was
one
like,
right here.
that is smart. There you go. And they just, you know.
Toss it
think-
out.
Yeah,
We
very
need to
interesting.
make
I mean,
that.
I don't wanna, you know, talk something of the records, but it reminds me of a celebrity. If I mention her name, you guys will know exactly what I'm talking about. It starts with an R, very popular A-list celebrity, R, hip hop, pop, female. She has a lingerie line with a similar technique on the bottom.
Oh,
Rihanna?
I get it. Rihanna?
Easy access, baby.
Maybe she is making those masks. Who knows? Okay, so back to reality. I mean, to the serious thing. We have a wonderful
Yeah.
newsletters. You know, created. Please check it out. Website Depot newsletters. Many newsletters coming in. That's good. We also have a client. So we're gonna do a spotlight right now. Real quickly. We'll take a quick break. We're gonna spotlight this video. That's a video prepared by our digital, video production, Noel. Let's take a look real quick and take a quick break. This is Malibu Gifts, luxury gifts for your loved ones, hard workers, business partners, I don't know call it. We have a sound and let's go.
Of Malibu's gourmet treats without the luxury price tag. Malibu Gifts sends a taste of the Golden Coast to the people you care about the most, offering treats and gifts that are clean, natural, and sustainable. Whether it's our golden buttery caramel corn, gooey chocolate chip cookies, or our rich coffee blends, our gourmet gifts are curated with Malibu's own sense of casual luxury, making it easy for you to show your appreciation in the tastiest way. Who knows? You may even treat yourself. Visit us online today at MalibuGift.com.
So what do you guys think? Ali?
It's good.
I mean, I love it. I think it looks great. I think it's not too salesy. I mean, of course it is, but I think
Okay.
it looks really good.
Very good, very good. So that was a good job. I like it myself. Thank you, Ali, for your answer. Appreciate.
Mm.
Melanie, what do you think about that video? You work yourself with Malibu Give right now. I know Ethan's been working with them as well. What is your opinion? You think this video is going to help?
Yeah, I thought they did such a great job with it, especially that line, sending a bit of the Golden Coast to any of your loved ones. That's like perfect branding for them. That's definitely the message that they want to get across, just building off of that whole Malibu lifestyle and being able to send it anywhere around the US. So I think they got it perfectly spot on. They did a great job.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, I'm sure you have your 2 cents in it, strategizing the script and stuff of that nature. Thank you, very good. So Website Depot this week was pretty successful. 1 to 10, we can say we floated between 7 and 8 based on our chief operational officer opinion. We still have some miscommunications here and there, but you know, we are human beings and there's a lot of things happening. You know, mental health right now is a very big issue out there. So this is something that Website Depot will do primarily focus. We have we acquired a domain from DCS Properties, reputation.rehab, right? So
I think it's still in the works.
yeah, it's still in the works, but you know, it's getting in there. So we are ready for that. And then we basically acquired some new customers, right? New rehabilitation centers that we got, right? We got some new e-commerce businesses. We increased some sales, some packages got upgraded. And unfortunately, you know, some businesses basically left, and, you know, some of them filed for bankruptcy following the trends. You know, some of the big players filing bankruptcy right now are, you know, JCPenney, J. Crew, to name a few, right? You know, CVS is fighting, shutting down the stores. Lowe's, Sears,
Jim.
Old Gym,
Really?
to name a few. So a lot of changes are happening in the world right now as to us. So we are being very agile and trying to, you know, help as much as we can people that are struggling, as well as focusing on the ones that are making money, right? That's our focus as well. We need to support our families. Okay, our social media picked up a little bit. We have a very nice story we can share with you today. So we posted a story. That's our Rochelle's working desk with the candles, beautiful, hardworking, with the Website Depot notebook. She's been shipped. Our swag hasn't received it yet, but hopefully we're going to have a next video with a bit of a branding. YouTube is good. Our Twitter, we know we have some updates. We have some local restaurants that we need to help, right? With Silver Lake for one of them. Then we have, you know, Sepan Chicken struggling, you know, and things of that nature. Also, there were some Google updates. You know, Google algorithm has been also hurting search engine general itself, which doesn't make sense why they will get penalized by this new update. But obviously, Google is playing with some algorithms right now, testing certain things. We are closely monitoring and watching our rankings. So far, we were slightly improve on 5 to 10% of our clientele, as well as a slightly decrease primarily in medical field. So it could be one of those medical updates. We can't say for sure yet. We are, you know, shooting and sharing our information with the top SEO elites and the SEO book, you know, teams, forums to get latest on that. We'll share with you next week at a happy hour, Friday night, 6 p.m. Phones are still ringing here, Website Depot, as you can hear in the background. We are working 24/7, around the clock right now, trying to support. We also unofficially the you know, operation of self-opening our offices in India, as well as our workers in Slovenia return to work. They've been coming to work this week, was the first week. We have 5 staff members over there. We gradually allow 2 that have similar, you know, similar or close proximity households to basically be in those offices right now. Our office was cleaned to COVID-19. They didn't have any cases for 3 days, but now they're getting back 1 case, 3 cases per day in that country, Slovenia, very small country, 2.1 million people. Okay, so that's from website. Really quick, yes, it's the country is doing pretty well. They opened certain borders with certain countries. They didn't open the border with Italy yet, so you know, they open borders within the counties. You are not allowed to leave your county. You're not allowed to leave your city. So they were like semi-strict, but not as strict as Russia, right? So, you know, Russia is a, you know, fully communist, you know, very big restrictions as China. Wuhan, as you know, now testing 11 million people. That's a big news to me. 11 million people, that as many people as we tested since January in America, you know, altogether. They're going to test in a week, they say in China. That's very interesting, 10 days. Okay. Other than that, our next week plans are Google Shopping, very big focus on Google Shopping, email marketing campaign. We have Melanie here. She's going to, you know, send way more emails next week. We are increasing that. Director of sales is missing today. We had some business acquisitions. We have a lot of consultations. People are trying to do certain things. People go from one business to another business. What fascinates me the most is, I would like to share with the public, right, how business owners are agile, right? It depends on the caliber they are, right? They go from selling, you know, from selling food, you know, or whatever, making food, preparing food, to selling groceries, or, you know, vice versa, or whatever they're doing, right? Like how they're changing, or, you know, we spoke about Dr. Mobasser. We know Dr. Mobasser is, you know, doing and helping healthcare, you know, people with the medical PPE equipment, with his, you know, friend of his that specializes in that. So a lot of people are doing certain things on top of what they were doing, right, to survive, to you know, to pay for the bills. So we are, right, we're also, you know, thankful to have a job on one hand, but, you know, on the other hand, you know, we still have to, you know, be paid for, right? We can be just, you know, we are working. Okay. That's about that. We also updated some other pages. If you guys would like to see our team, we updated some videos. Our creative director here, very, talented person, artist by heart, Mark. This will be our next break. And then after that, I will announce the next podcast and we will finish this happy hour with Danny and Website Depot. So let's take a look real quick at this video. Second.
My name is Mark, and I'm the creative director of Website Depot. Basically, when I started working it, there wasn't any actual designers, like graphic designers. There was developers, and there was people who did marketing and helped with the clients' social media and stuff like that. But when I came in, I was the only designer. For a while, I was the only designer. So I handled all any kind of graphic needs that either the client needed or that we needed for our website or what have you for marketing. So I did it all, and I like it that we handle all kinds of different small businesses to larger businesses and different kinds of businesses. So I'm not stuck on just one, like doing designing plumber sites and logos and stuff like that for all kinds of businesses. So I get a lot of challenges to design for different companies. It's nice to see it out in the real world on a sign or on a product. High water, CBD water. It's like a Art Deco design. It's like my favorites. I like it because it's on the package, so I get to see it right there. So paint various like guitars. Just do just whatever I can find. Basically, like there's a place near my house. It's like a carpenter's place, and they throw away these big long blocks of wood, sheets of wood. So those are my canvases to work on. So I'll just paint on that. And guitars, usually like to work with smaller guitars to paint like whatever abstract designs on it. Not your traditional, whatever you would see on a guitar. Try to just be different with it. Just give them away.
Very good, very talented.
So great, yeah.
Very good video, very talented person, Mark Marsico, has been with the company for several years, gifted, artsy.
For
person.
sure, yeah, really talented.
Okay, before we go to
One of
finish
his
this
guitars.
thing, let's look at a couple of Facebook story we have on Website Depot real quickly that our social media team has developed, right? So let's take a quick look at that. 1 second. We'll bring the camera back. We didn't record this best way because we show screen too much. But let's look at the story real quick. This is a story that we created. Let's take a little quick peek. On the Facebook Live, so we're checking in our lunch. It's lunchtime, so here's our Eric. We have a wonderful menu. Delivery. We have something from a shop. You can get fresh eggs, bananas, strawberries. We have house bread, only $2, or we can get 2 margaritas with a bottle of red wine, Okay, very good, right? Very good to be showcasing, helping customers as much as we can. Very good work from social media team. Okay. So now the next thing that's going to happen is Roast Me, Don't Roast Me. Before we do that, we would like to ask Ali a couple questions or one question real quickly. Ali, how are you satisfied with this past week? You said between 7 and 8. What is your team facing right now, and what
Is
are you
that
guys
too
gonna
harsh? I mean, it's a lot of readjusting, I think, and reevaluating a lot of stuff internally between us. And I think a lot of it has to do with just the changes in how everything's going. Of course, clients are adjusting to it, but we as well are adjusting to it and trying to do as much as we can. So I think that's why roughly I was like 7, 8. But we're all trying really hard, and I'm not saying no one's working hard. I'm just saying we're still in that phase of we're trying to figure shit out as we go. In other words, but other than that, I mean, it's going really well. I'm really happy with how everyone's working together and sticking through, especially during this time. And it's been crazy lately. Like, I feel like, I forgot who I was telling, like, I feel like work has been so much harder recently. I mean, of course, from everything going on, but it's just so much going on. And I think too, why it's so much is because at this time, like, you care so much as well. So a lot of like emotions go into it, and I don't know, you have like a heart for people. So yeah, so that's why I said what I said, 7, 8.
Very good, very good.
Okay.
This is honest opinion. Okay.
Yeah.
Zeke, what would you say? Would you put any of your 2 cents?
Yes, I could say that. I mean, minus a few like hiccups that maybe we had like internally while we were doing our workshop tasks and everything. That maybe would bring the 1 to 10 down a little bit. I think as a company as a whole, I think we really got to give it up to Robert. He's been really turning it up in sales, which is turning things, turning our fortunes around, like in terms of like what's coming in, So he's starting to get and then I think what's out there, and I think maybe it'll get to a point some of us will help him, but he's tearing it up right now, so he's kind of carrying it. I would say he's the guy of the week.
The carrier.
Okay.
Yeah, even though he's not here, I would still tell him.
Oh no, he's not here. Sorry. I'm just
Player of the
kidding.
week, like the league player of the week.
Yeah.
How they do in pro sports.
Okay, thank you, Zeke. Thank you for your answer. Very, very nice. Yeah, workshop.
Overall, I would say 8. But Robert will have it he'll give it an extra point, just himself,
Okay, okay. Same 2 cents extra. Ethan, what would you say, Chief Marketing Officer? I know Website Depot got a lot of leads, a lot of requests, a lot of consultations happening, leads coming from LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Google, Pinterest, Yahoo, Bing, to name a few, or the main ones, right? From returning customers, from email marketing campaigns. What would you say 1 to 10? How was this week successful from your end?
Yeah, I think we got a lot of good leads coming in. Maybe not direct sales opportunities, but right now everyone's communicating. Everyone's kind of throwing us lifelines to get more involved in, outreach opportunities happening right now. Various marketing teams coming together. A lot of collaboration, even in our own field where we'd otherwise be competing. And I think ultimately that's going to bring us more attention, maybe just exposing more of the, business community to marketing opportunities, even if they go to competitors, maybe that will encourage every type of business to seek out more digital marketing and brand expansion online, which, will lead to us getting more leads down the line anyway. As far as direct leads, I'm still trying to convince the same people to get meetings with me. Everyone's really busy right now. So for me, sales are a little bit slower, but I'm really interested in all those new communication channels we have opening up with other businesses.
Yeah. My question was primarily meant as a chief marketing officer. How is the Website Depot marketing doing?
Yeah, we're doing good. Just touching base with all our teams. Getting everyone on track. Updating, getting organized, kind of restructuring to better fit this remote, work form.
Yeah. If I may add a couple of things, we know that your team, has achieved on our channel. We got extra 40 subscribers in the past week. That's a pretty, that's increase almost over 7%, 8% increase in the subscriber list. We also know that one of your top videos is going to be getting 300,000 views.
I knew that I needed to do a rebrand.
Shortly. Right now we're at 299,132 views. That's a pretty decent amount of people that have seen this video from Website Depot. To name a few things. And also we have achieved extra followers and views on Instagram, so an additional lead. So your team is doing pretty good in marketing. There are still some new things that we are testing out, but it's good. Thank you, Ethan, for your answer. And here, let's give the word to our Greg, our podcast, our senior team lead for the content writers. Proofreading.
I'm basically on the same team as Zeke, so it's not like I have a totally different perspective. But it was a good week. I mean, it was 7 or 8 is just about right. To be perfectly honest, what does a 10 week look like when we're all in pandemic? I mean, it's when we're all trapped in our homes. What is a perfect week? That almost seems And so yeah, I think an 8 or even a 9, I think, is the best you can hope for at a time when so many people are struggling, even as much as we're working hard and doing well for them. But it's it's tough for folks out there, man. So I think a 9 is sort of where the ceiling is. So I could certainly say that this past week was an 8.
Okay, that's that's very good. How honest. Yes, Ali, what would you say? What would you say about this response? I mean, I like Greg. It's
100%.
He's such a realistic person. I mean, I never thought about it. Like, you really can give it a 10.
You can.
I remember. You can, right?
No.
Ali.
No,
I agree.
and that's what I was saying earlier. I'm like, it's so much readjusting and just changing everything in the outlook. So it's so hard just to say like, oh, it's all perfect, and because it's not. You're literally changing and finding new things every week. Even though marketing, you're literally finding something every week. But now I think it's so much quicker and faster that it's really hard, like you said, to rate it out of 10 when it's really, I can't. That's why I was like 7, maybe 8, but
people are dying out there.
That is true. But also people are losing, their businesses and their jobs, and they have to reevaluate how they want to do their own business. So it's just it's a lot, but we're trying to make it as easy as we can for everyone. But still, us as a company too, we're trying to reevaluate everything and change as well. So yeah, like Greg said, 10 is really hard to give out right now.
But hey, props to Danny. He put it on the bright side a few weeks ago. And it's a live counter. There's way more babies being born than there are people dying right now. So it's not like we're in trouble.
Yeah. We've revised our expectations down. Yes.
Look at the bright side.
Honestly, I think the calmest person throughout this whole change has been Danny, which
that's true.
I'm like, I think you're keeping us calm. So it's
correct. Oh yeah, you played it cool. You played it cool, totally. I think.
Yeah, for sure. Which I was like, I'm going crazy. Yeah. So I think if anything, Danny, you're keeping us all as a company a little sane.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that, Ali. That's very nice of you.
No, for sure. Like
we're trying to keep you motivating as much as we can. Even though there's a bad news happening nowadays. But yeah, we'll appreciate honest opinion. And I like this, how we do this mastermind together. We share opinions. We have, realistic people. We have like everything. We are like all mixed, and how we went through this, dropping customers and putting us together, and everybody just start like saying, hey, what do you guys need? You guys need me to work less hours, more hours, off of the clock. I mean, that's the humanity at this team. And the team that we have, you couldn't ask for a better team. You couldn't ask for a better team. There is no negativity spreading. There is nobody trying to it's really like as positive as could be, right? It's hard to be a 10 when we are like stuck inside our homes, but it could be 8, it could be 9 maybe, if we push a little bit more this pedal. Okay. So let me now announce the next thing is going to happen here at Website Depot is going to be a Yoast Me, Don't Roast Me show. Thank you, my guests, for today's happy hour. Thank you very much, Greg, Ethan, Zeke. Special thanks to Ali. Ali is, Ali, I don't know if I have talked about happy hour about Ali much. Ali is, the right hand, the left hand, the middle hand. I mean, any hand you can have. She's extremely hardworking person. And also, like a little CEO's therapy sometimes, sometimes you want to make good decisions and, there's somebody holding your courses back, usually is a wife, but, in my case, it's primarily Ali, and she does talk to, to my lady. So yeah, that's all that. Next thing is Yoast Me, Don't Roast Me. Thank you everyone for being here. Yoast Me, Don't Roast Me is basically a podcast by Website Depot, hosted by our digital PR director strategist Zeke Hernandez, and our content lead Greg Benevent gonna be hosting this Yoast Me, Don't Roast Me. I will give you guys some heads up. There was a wonderful podcast you guys did with Mr. Gene Cuchero from Scope Environmental regards to the COVID-19. Very good interview, 24 minutes. Please watch it, check it out.
Call him up.
Yeah, use his service. Yeah, you can watch the video, but you can also have the guy clean.
I
your
can't think of
place.
too many people that are doing this, you know?
And you're gonna need to do
Pretty
this.
special.
It's
Right.
the thing.
This is going to be a very
Number one, it gives
useful
people
service.
peace of mind to come into
Yeah.
your business. And then number two, it protects your liability too.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the
Because
real.
you have a
Sure.
sign off. You have a sign off from an expert saying that your place is safe. If somebody messes it up, that somebody is the person you look at.
And that's gonna be like the new norm. Like you're not gonna want to enter anywhere knowing that it hasn't been cleaned by someone. I don't know. Oh, sorry, my dog just. Oh, you can't see it.
Okay,
but yeah.
let's take a quick look right now, and that will be for today, Friday, May 15th. Thank you, everyone, for sharing your opinion. And join us again next Friday, 6 p.m. This is Happy Hour, Website Depot and Dennis Starr. Overview of our process, progress, wonderful team. And here is Gene Cuchara from Scope Environmental. Thank you, everyone, and have a good night.
FedEx or any of the other carriers have to be sanitized. And then there's also the fact of how do you do the sanitation? How do you do the cleaning? How do you make sure that your workplace is clean and safe for your customers, for your employees, and for yourself? You know, how do you do it? Well, there's recommendations by the EPA. There's guidelines on how to clean thoroughly your location. You have to have a special type of a product that is registered by the EPA, some kind of a chemical treatment, or you apply it, and you have to apply it in a way that it.
Okay, Noel, you're gonna cut this and continue watching on link below.